party game. This isn't a fighting game.
Right,
you know, and I as a Street Fighter player and KOF player, like I look at this game and I go, okay, sure, there's technical intricacies, but I don't see it the same way as most fighting games. But like after being at Combo Breaker, you know, after hanging out with some of the people in the UFS community that play this game, and then you know my local scene here, I've grown to have another appreciation for this game.
Right.
And then you know when Cloud got announced in Smash, you know, a little over a year and some change ago, I was like, all right, you know what, you've got my attention now, Nintendo.
Thanks.
So it was nice to have these guys in here. I appreciate all the support. Like I said, I've got you guys' back, so you've got a home to play this, and it'll always be up to par. So,
and you know, we can draw a lot of comparisons from like classic FGC into Smash. I don't really consider Smash FGC. It's kind of in its own category, but you know, there's combos.
Yeah.
You know, I think both games,
pokes, lead-ins. Yeah, there's all of it.
Have that. And, I'm coming from a Tekken background, so I'm used to, once I hit you once with Steve, I know the combos that come after that.
Yeah.
Where in a game like Smash 4 in specific, combos aren't really confirmed in here.
Correct. Yeah.
A lot of things
spacing is such a big deal in this game.
Right.
Again, as a KOF guy, spacing and movement in KOF, there's so many different ways to move. So that's why, like, once I started playing this game, I went, oh, okay, this makes more sense to me. You know, the grasping of it is big, and that's what you were saying. Like, I 100% agree. Link getting a poke in right here with Bayonetta and being able to get into her flip kick to push you up isn't always confirmed. Where, like what you're saying with Steve, you have more information on whether you're going to get your hit confirms and into your links after that. And this game doesn't give you that because the amount of damage that you take, at least the way that I understand
No,
it.
you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You're 100% right. Yeah, and those are like the key differences that sometimes kind of deter Smashers away from classic FGC. But I'm a firm believer that, you know, one day soon, you know, with you know, the Smash Legendary events kind of hosting more FGC games, we could get more Smashers playing games like Street Fighter, King of Fighters. I really hope they get into King of Fighters.
Definitely.
I love watching that game. Killer Instinct is another really crazy one I love watching because at Combo Breaker this year and last year, like that
was really
nuts.
big. Yeah. We watched the finals for Street Fighter 5 on Sunday night right before I got on the road to head back here, and it was just crazy to see all the stuff that was going on and like the hype that was surrounding it. So like I said, I missed a lot of the event because I was in the event hall teaching people how to play UFS and hosting events and stuff. But when I did get to wander around, like, it was nice. We used to host N-Cubed at Family Fun Center here.
I remember that.
And we played CVS2 and Third Strike and stuff like that. And, like, you know, the guys from Japan would come over, and it breaks my heart sometimes to not have Family Fun Center here anymore, which is part of the reason why I did this place, is because I wanted to be able to get into the old grassroots part of this, which is why I appreciate this. Like I said, it's not necessarily my game of choice. I love playing it. But, like, I have so much respect for the people in this room that are doing this and the people that travel to Combo Breaker and Evo and all the fighting game events every year. So, like...
Dude, I wish I would have known that you went to Combo Breaker or that there was more people from this area that go because, like, Combo Breaker treats me so well for commentary. Like, it's not even... Like, those guys know how to treat, like, the commentators.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well,
dude, if you ever needed, like, a room or something, dude, you got to let me know.
For sure. I'll do
You got
that.
to let me know this year because I'm going back. I already talked to Rick about it. I'm going.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. I love Rick. I love Combo Breaker. Hell, I just love FGC, man. And
yeah, Rick's a really, really good guy. He hooked us up. We got our booth space for pretty much nothing because they wanted Street Fighter, the set, came out in UFS because UFS is basically every fighting game, the card game. So we've got all sorts of licenses. Mega Man's part of it, Darkstalkers, King of Fighters. Cowboy Bebop, the anime, is going to be a part of the game in January. So, like, the company that makes the game reached out to the guys at Combo Breaker because Mohawk Mike Bisson, was working for them at the time and still working for them, and was like, you know, we want to integrate UFS back into the fighting game community because it's a fighting game card game.
Yes, sir.
So they gave us our booth there for free. We did a bunch of demos. We handed out Street Fighter packs, which you probably saw. That's why. That's what I was there doing.
God.
So, like, there were a bunch of people from Omaha that were there. Daytrick Orr, Jamar Lewis.
Did David go?
I think David and Mario went.
Okay.
Kenshiro, I hung up. I grew up with these guys playing. They taught me how to play fighting games. If you ever get to, like, talk to them or meet them, just ask them about Roll Rising with Terry and CVS2. It's this long-standing joke. And like I said, I know that we haven't talked much about the stream that we've got going on here, and we can ramble about other stuff all day, but, like, I love this stuff, and I want this stuff to do well. I don't want you guys to have to go, well, we don't have a place to play this game at, which is what happened to us. Once we lost Family Fun Center, this was back in the early 2000s when console gaming was still growing into what it is today. So once we lost that place where we could all go play games together, the fighting game community in Omaha died. And, you know, the small venues like Underground Gaming and Coliseum and things like that opened, that hosted this kind of stuff, it helped Sparta Games over up 108th and Maple. You know, they're helping redefine this stuff to be important again. And you can see that by our turnout and the things that you guys have done. So,
you know, and as great as those venues were, I mean, I'm glad, you know, that they helped us out. They definitely have their own, you know, spot in FGC history here. I never really felt like they catered to fighting games specifically. It was always like, hey, we're a card shop, but we also do like other games in the back, though. You just got to go to like the closet to go play.
Oh, no.
Here, you walk right in and you're like, FGC.
Yes.
That's like, you see it when you walk in. I mean, we see the art all on the wall. I mean, hell, there's Mega Man over there.
We got the Trinity geyser on the back wall.
We go, man.
We got the Ryu and Ken cover from Street Fighter 4 over on the other side. It's a card in UFS called Focus. So like, that was the point. Like, I wanted the fighting game community to have a home. I wanted the card gaming community that's not the big three. So I mean, like, you have Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic, and we carry Pokemon here because we're in the mall. We got kids, but I don't do Magic and I don't do Yu-Gi-Oh, which sounds crazy because from a small business sense, why not tap into those markets? But like, again, it's just like supporting Smash. Street Fighter is already supported. Evo is a thing. It is cemented in our history at this point, like you said earlier. So I wanted to give the other games like the Final Fantasy trading card game and the Dragon Ball Super card game, UFS. I wanted UFS to have a home in the Midwest. So like, that's why this place exists, and I would love to do more events and to learn more about Smash and like be on this commentary with you where I actually know what I'm talking about.
Hey, man,
so
I'm
that
just
way,
up here pretending sometimes, dude. Believe me, they pay me big dollars to pretend. No, I'm kidding. You know, I agree, man, because, you know, like you said, you know, you opened up your own business, and I'm loving every minute of it. You know, I can't